Hello there guys, welcome back to 100% Chelsea for another episode of the transfer show. And before getting straight into the video, like we've been telling you over the past couple of days, our target is to hit 45,000 subscribers by the end of September. And if you help us reach that, if we do actually manage to hit that target by the end of September, one of our subscribers will win a signed Chelsea shirt, signed by a Chelsea player. And who doesn't want to win that? So if you do like our content and do watch our content, but you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. We massively appreciate that. Just click the subscribe button down below and, we'd be very thankful. And to be honest, it's been a, very slow day in terms of news. Hence why the video is going up quite late. For me anyway, sometimes Louis uploads around these times, but I usually upload earlier. But basically, I just waited all day long to wait for some stories. But not that many came out. But the first one that I'm going to talk about, to be honest, isn't major news, but it's something that has to be mentioned. FC Torino boss Sinisa Mihajlovic refused to completely rule out a move away from Torino by Andrea Bellotti. As you might know, we have been linked with him, for a while now. Some reports even suggested that we have made at least one bid for him, which apparently, according to the Torino boss, isn't true. Because according to him, there has been no offer for Bellotti by any club, which is interesting to know. What he did say about Bellotti is that he said all the transfer speculation is clearly affecting Bellotti. And if an offer was to come in, the right offer, the chairman doesn't know how Bellotti would decide. So, everyone knows about Andrea Bellotti's 100 million euros release clause. So, obviously Torino don't want to sell their best player, so we'll probably take those 100 million euros to get him. And I just can't see us paying that. But, what the chairman of Torino obviously said basically hints that if the right to offer, basically the release clause, was to come in, Bellotti probably wouldn't be against moving. Obviously, we don't know his personal preferences, whether he would like to go to England or abroad from Italy anyway. But yeah, that's the story on that. I don't think we'll get Bellotti, but, at least it's good to know that we haven't made a bid that's been rejected. The next thing I'm going to talk about is something that I've actually mentioned would happen in the Everton versus Chelsea preview, or Chelsea versus Everton preview. And that was Eden Hazard playing for the under-23 side of Chelsea against Everton's under-23 side. And that happened, last night. And we lost the game 3-0, which obviously isn't great. But looking how Hazard did. So Hazard himself played 75 minutes, which is, seems quite good. That's more than what he played in that secret friendly against QPR last week. I couldn't watch the game myself, but I've been told that he looked quite good, but he's clearly still lacking a bit of fitness, lacking a bit of that sharpness, off the ground basically. So, although basically every move apparently went through him, he still couldn't help the under-23 side score, or score himself against another under-23 side. So, without having seen the game, obviously just judging by that, I'd say he needs a few more weeks. He's a few more weeks away from actually playing for the first team. So maybe he could be on the bench, when we play Leicester away after the upcoming international break. Maybe he could be on the bench for that, and maybe the week or two after that, he could be in the starting 11 for the first time. It would be incredible if he could be on the bench against Leicester and get a few minutes. Would be great. But yeah, that's that. I don't know, maybe he'll play one or two more games with the under-23s. That would obviously be good to get his match fitness going. And the last bit of news that I am going to talk about today is about a player that Louis actually talked about already last night. But there has been some major developments. Renato Sanches was left out of the Bayern Munich squad and stayed at home rather than travelling, to their away game against Werder Bremen. So he just stayed in Munich, and obviously their team went to Bremen to play them there. And he wasn't dropped by the manager for some weird reason either, some weird reason that we don't know about. Sanches himself, and that's confirmed by the sports director of Bayern Munich, Sanches himself asked manager Carlo Ancelotti not to be included in the squad so he could, think about his future. And, obviously Carlo Ancelotti was okay with it, otherwise he wouldn't have, stayed at home. And apparently there are some offers on the table for Renato Sanches, but nothing more specific has basically reached the public for now. In yesterday's press conference even, Carlo Ancelotti said that Sanches knows his position in the squad. He knows there's a lot of competition. And if he wants to stay, it's fine. But if he wants to leave, it's also fine. So, Chelsea, get him in right now. Come on, get him in now. He's very good. He's very young. Can we just stop messing about with people like Danny Drinkwater and get someone like Renato bloody Sanches? He's apparently available. So get him then. He's good. He's young. He's strong. But yeah, that's really all the news that I have for the day. And like I said, please help us reach our target of 45,000 subscribers by the end of September. And if we do reach that target, one of our subscribers will win a signed Chelsea shirt signed by a Chelsea player. So who doesn't want to win that? So please help us reach that. We'd massively appreciate that. Also check out my social media links, which you can find out somewhere over here. You know, check out my Instagram, my Twitter. I'd massively appreciate it if you follow me there. You know, leave me everything you have to say on all of those stories down in the comment section below, obviously, about Belotti. Do you think we might go in for him? I personally don't. But Eden Hazard, if you've seen the game, let me know. How do you think he did? How do you think he looked? Let me know down in the comment section below. And about Renato Sanches, you know, he clearly seems to be available. Should we get him in? I really do think we should. So leave me your thoughts on that down in the comments as well. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Massively do appreciate that. Like I said before, help us hit our target of 45,000 subscribers by the end of September. Again, thank you guys for watching. Up to Chelsea. And I'll see you next time.